Hi, I'm Rebecca Coleman, food blogger and cookbook author, and did you know that right now we're experiencing a worldwide shortage of vanilla? It's true, over the last couple of months, the cost of vanilla has actually doubled in the store. And I don't know about you, but I like a lot of vanilla in my baking. In fact, most of the time when they call for a teaspoon of vanilla, I put in 2 because that's how much I like it. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own vanilla extract, and it's not going to cost you as much as it's going to cost you to buy it in the store. It's really simple, but it does take a little bit of time. Let me show you what you need to get started. First of all, you're going to need some vanilla beans, obviously. Next up, you're going to need some alcohol. You don't have to splash out for the really expensive stuff. What you want is a very neutral flavored spirit, and what that means? Vodka. This is a 375 milliliter bottle of vodka, and we're going to use this whole thing. In addition, I'm going to add a little bit of bourbon because bourbon is delicious and I love it and it tastes good and everything. And bourbon and vanilla go really, really well together. So primarily we're going to use vodka because it's a very neutral flavor and it's going to absorb the flavor of the vanilla really well, but we're going to enhance it a little with the bourbon. Okay, let's get started. I'm starting with a clean mason jar. This is a 500 milliliter or 2 cup mason jar. I've just taken the vanilla pods out of their packaging and I've cut them in half just so that they fit into the jar because they were actually too tall to fit in the jar properly. You can open them up and scrape out the seeds if you like, but you don't really have to. This is all you really need to do. Into the jar. Now I have my vodka with a little bit of the bourbon added. It makes about 500 milliliters or almost 2 cups of liquid. I've also just heated it very gently. You don't have to do this, it's completely optional. However, heating the alcohol will help to really push the process along a little bit. If you don't heat it, it's just going to take you a little bit longer to get your vanilla to the point that you want it to be. All right. This is really challenging, guys. Maybe the only challenging part is doing it without spilling anything. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, now all we need to do is put the lid on. Give it a little shake. And now the next ingredient is thyme. I'm going to let this sit for quite a while, a week to 2 weeks, even up to a month, and then we'll come back and check on it later. Okay, so it's now been about 2 weeks since I put my vanilla beans into the vodka/bourbon soup. This jar has been sitting on my countertop for the last 2 weeks, and every once in a while, every couple of days, I pick it up and I give it a little shake like it's some kind of magical snow globe with alcohol in it. And it really has changed so much over the last couple of weeks. It's become this really beautiful kind of burnished color, and it's a lot less see-through as well. Now, you could let this sit in this jar for as long as a month, and in fact, you could not take the vanilla pods out at all. You could just let them stay in there forever and ever and ever until you run out of vodka, until you run out of the extract, that is. However, one of the things you could do with this is you could gift this to people for, say, for example, Christmas presents. And it's easy enough to do. All you have to do is actually strain out the vanilla pods. So I would use a little strainer, and what I would do is just pour some of this into something that's going to make it a bit easier to pour, and strain out sort of the really solid bits. I think it's totally fine if you get a few little flecks of vanilla beans in there because I think that makes it look really nice. Then all you do is take a little bottle, kind of like this one, and I have a wee tiny little funnel that goes right in there. Now, all you need to do is just put the top on that, and you have beautiful little bottles of vanilla that are perfect for gifting. This one actually has really cool little flecks of vanilla beans inside it that I think is very beautiful. Then the last thing I would do is I would put a nice little label on this. I have these super cute sort of vintage looking labels. I would tie one of these around the neck and then write a little description on the back about what it is and how you can use it. And I think that would make a really fantastic Christmas gift for some of your friends. Until next time, don't forget to hit that old subscribe button. I don't know, it'll be somewhere. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up or comment below and let me know if you tried this recipe and how it turned out, because I would love to know.